Hey gang, Anthony Fontana here, alive after 5. It is Thursday evening. I think it's May 16th. It was gorgeous out today. I hope every one of you are having a fantastic day. I had a fantastic day, and the night is still young. I still have a lot of things on the plate to take care of. So I'm wishing everyone all the best today. Hey, Andy, what's going on, brother? Oh my God, we miss you, my friend. We need to see you guys soon. Hey, Cindy, what's happening? Let's talk about success a little bit. Most people equate success with happiness, right? Being happy, and they define happiness as a car, money in the bank, a big house, being debt free. They put a definition to it. Success is happiness. Happiness is success. Anytime we chase something that we want. Hey, Cindy, how are you, buddy? Anytime we chase something that we want, that we decide that attaining it is going to make us happy, we chase something that we believe once we get it, it's going to make us happy, we end up not getting it because you end up pushing it away. Because anytime you're equating an object or an event or a job or something, material to your happiness, if I get this, I'm going to be happy. If I get that job, I'm going to be happy. You'll find out when you do get the job, the happiness is going to elude you because there's something missing. The attainment of a goal is not happiness. Success is a journey, not a destination. A lot of successful people, very, very unhappy. Seriously, I mean, you see all these movie stars with drug issues. They make millions of dollars a year, but they're like, God, I don't want their life. I don't need their $28 million home. It's ridiculous. I don't need 47 bathrooms and 19 cars in the garage and yet be miserable and on drugs and sometimes die. It just makes no sense. So they're chasing whatever the heck there is they're chasing. That's just not me. I don't want it to be you. If you're successful, you have a happy life. And if you have a happy life, you're automatically successful. It's kind of like intertwined. I think the happiness comes first. How do we define success? Well, like I said, it's a journey, not a destination. We define success based on our paradigms, things that we were taught when we're between 0 and 7 and 8 years old. Our parents, our school teachers, our relatives, aunts, uncles, siblings. They educated us as to their definition of success. And their definition became part of our software package. It became part of our operating system. It became something that's under the surface. And because it's under the surface, it keeps running in a routine. When someone comes up to you and say, how do you define success? Oh, a big house, a great job, a fantastic car in the driveway, a beautiful girlfriend, a handsome husband, wonderful kids. You'll define success that way automatically because that's the definition that you were taught it is. You were taught that stuff equates to happiness, and happiness equates to success if you have stuff. If it's associated, I think happiness precedes successful outcomes. You have to be happy first before the outcomes show up. So these suppositions that we've had when we were kids generates it. Our subconscious minds are ingrained with a definition of success that's not necessarily true and is not true, quite frankly. We have a lack of input. Many of us have never had the idea of success implanted in our minds. We didn't understand it. We didn't think about it. We've never heard about it. We learned about success by watching television, reading glamour magazines, looking at the covers of newspapers and seeing what all the stars are doing. Man, oh man, these people are not living lives that you want. I don't care what you think they have. Most of them are miserable. And the ones that are really happy, you never hear about them. Those are the ones I'd rather associate with. The ones I don't hear from. Those are great. We have fears. We have biases. People, they can't create a definition for success on their own because they're afraid if they do, they'll be held to that standard. So they don't make a definition and they write off a car, a house, whatever. That's what they do. That's what a lot of us do. Here's 8 quick tips that I jotted down today. Success is self-defined. It's not defined by society. It's not defined by the car you're driving. It's not defined by the tuxedo you're wearing or the clothes you have on your back or the house that you live in or the job that you have. None of that matters. I don't care how much money you have in the bank. You're not successful because you have money in the bank, okay? It doesn't matter what the material is. It's self-defined. You determine what success is for you. It's something that you need to think about now. It's something that you're going to have to process. Because if I ask you right now, how do you define success? And you rattle off all those ideas I just said, a car, a house, a boat, a trip, whatever, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not success. It's not success. Because if waiting for Friday to come makes you happy and then you're miserable on Sunday night, or going on that trip in 6 months is going to make you happy and then the trip is over, you're going to be back to being miserable again, well, that's a pathetic way to live your life. I'm happy all the time. Doesn't matter what's going on around me. I could have a shitstorm going on around me. I'm still going to be happy. It's just the nature of my being because I understand that I have someplace to be and I'm getting there. Getting there isn't going to make me happy. It's the trip. It's the journey. It's the price that I'm paying. That gets me excited. That motivates me. Failure, number 2, failure doesn't stop you. You know you're having a successful life when you're defining success on your terms and you are not suffering from failuritis. You fail at something, you pick yourself back up, you dust yourself off, you spin yourself around, and you go right on down the road. Fear does not stop you. Failure definitely doesn't stop you. You don't do any harm. Number 3, not doing any harm. You live your life in such a way that everyone that you run into, not with your car, everyone you run into, you treat with ultimate respect and ultimate dignity. No matter what their position in life is, be the janitor or the CEO, they're all the same. They're all the same to me. The janitor puts on his pants the way I do. So does the CEO. So does Bill Gates. None of these guys are any better than you. Okay? Jeff Bezos is no better than you. He's no worse than you. He's no better than you. He's got his own issues. Trust me, he does. I don't care he's worth $150 billion. That can disappear literally overnight. And he knows it. And he's also said that. Number 4, you enjoy your work. You know you're a success when you enjoy your work. When you enjoy what you're doing. If what you're doing, you would literally do it for free. You're really at a point of attraction right there. That would excite me if that was the case with you. You do it for free. Number 5, you know how to manage attention. You focus on what's interesting to you and you work towards that. Your attention doesn't wander around, like just from the magazine on the table. Oh, there's a TV program on right now. Oh, look there's a bird in the yard. Oh my God, look at that car driving down the block. You're focused on things that interest you specifically, things that you're passionate about. I think that's important. Number 6, you're selfless. You can't give with a closed fist. When your life is about taking care of others and making sure the other person is okay before your own comfort, that's a very selfless attitude to have. That means other people come first. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to put you first. And you're going to have a very successful life because you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy. Number 7, you meditate. I think mindfulness it's in the news a lot now, but a lot of us that have been interested and focused on mindfulness have always understood this concept. It's not something new to us. The mind wanders 70 to 80% of the time. You've probably already wandered off this particular conversation that we're having right now. Some of you jumped off it. Maybe you'll jump back on later on as a recording. You'll check it out. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't know. If you're hitting the like button or the love button, you're hitting that emoji key, I'm going to know that you were in here, and I'm going to know when you were in here. And I'm hoping that you stuck around or that you're listening to it as a replay. But mindfulness is key. Awareness is key. Someone that's mindful understands that when their mind deviates into a certain trajectory that's not productive, they understand that that's happening and they bring themselves right back to where they're supposed to be, the thing that they're interested in. They're not wandering around. We all do that. We all tend to, the mind just goes, but we have to rein it back in. Those of us that don't know how to do that are wandering generalities, okay? You don't want to be a wandering generality. You want to be a meaningful specific. It's important to be mindful of where your own mind is. That's what mindfulness is. It's looking inside yourself. Number 8. I think this is key. You don't kill yourself for your goals. I got some huge ass goals, man. I can tell you right now. MJ can tell you. I have 18 things in the pot. I'm always working on something. I'm always adding to the pile. I act as if I have all the time on the planet because I think I do. But I'm not killing myself for any of it. I don't stress myself out if something doesn't go my way. I figure out what I did wrong, what went wrong, and I fix it, and I move on. Or I drop it and I move into a different direction. I'm not afraid to change directions. I do it routinely, to be honest with you. So those 8 things right there. Define yourself. Define success for yourself. Don't let failure stop you. Do no harm. Enjoy the work that you do. Manage your attention span. Focus on what you love to do. Be selfless. Meditate. And don't kill yourself for your goals, okay? And back to the meditation one real quick. Yeah, I did cover that one. I'm sorry. So meditation is mindfulness. It doesn't mean sitting there going, Om. I've never been really that focused on doing it, but the more I do it, the more I'm learning to think inside myself and define things the way I want them to be defined. So I love it. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I got a couple of calls to make, and then we're going to watch another episode of Game of Thrones. I think it's episode 3, season 2. We're loving the show. Thank you, Gerard. We are loving the show. Those of you that already watched it, I tell you what, I love it when it's already done and I get to watch it right from the beginning as a fresh face, and we're loving it. We're just loving it. We're diving into the research about it, and we're just having a lot of fun. And we'll do that over a glass of wine and some maybe some popcorn in a little while. But anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for jumping on here. I appreciate it. Rick, how are you, buddy? What's going on, Gerard? Let me say hi to Kevin, and Jamie's in here, and Pita, my buddy Pita, one of the best real estate experts in the country right now. Irene's always in here watching. I love it. And hey, Cindy, again, say hi. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Let me go get on the phone, and we love you guys. We'll talk to you later. God bless. Have a great night.